engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mister, can we leave this seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Want that low train to carry me back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today. Let me feed Harrison really quickly. Also, if you guys see any lag, I am moving some stuff around, so just ignore it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we are going to be doing harvest, and also as you guys can see we have a new building. Now I was going to go with a shed, but I cannot remember exactly how much I paid. But it was worth it because every tractor and the combine are in there. While in the shed that I used to have, all the tractors, all the cars are in here, plus the semi. We got every car in here that I own, so I no longer have to have them in storage. Also, I even got the Mustang. Some nice touches since last time you saw it. I got a spoiler. I painted the little strip by the taillights, and I painted the hood, as you can tell. I also put some Prager SS rims on, with some radials on them. Other than that, nothing else has been touched. Now let's see all of the tractors. Everything is in here, including the Oliver. I'm going to get the Oliver out so we can feed the cattle. Fires up like a charm. The crops look ready to go. I'm going to get the bale spears out on this bucket. This is one thing I like about this tractor. Bale spears are on. Time to get the cattle some hay. At the shed, I am only going to get one bale since I don't think this tractor can handle two at once. got a bale, time to head to the cattle. At the cattle barn, I'm going to drop off the hay so we can get to harvest. Hay is dropped off. I'm going to put the spears away so I don't hit anything with them. Spears are off. I am going to head back and get the wagons out so we can get to harvest. Hooked up to the wagons, I'm going to pull them out between the two fields. Okay, wagons are out and they are unhooked. I'm going to grab the case and get it hooked up. I'm going to most likely put the case on the wagons, since I do not use it that much. But before I do, I am getting the Ford hooked up the auger, and get that ready.
Wow! I feel good.
Okay, that is ready. I am going to get case and hooked up to the wagons. We are doing bean harvesting first, so I'm going to get the bean head on and get to work. Cases hooked up to the wagons. In the combine, I am going to get it hooked up to the header. Bean head is on, time to get to harvest. Let me see if we are dropping any beans, and see if the header is working good. Everything looks good. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Well, if you're one of the millions who own one of them gas-drinking, piston-clanking, air-polluting, smoke-belching four-wheel buggies from Detroit City, then pay attention. I'm about to sing your song, son. Judge, very well to hold a grudge, but I think it's time I said me a few choice words. All about that demon automobile, the metal monster with the polyglass wheels, the end result of the dream of Henry Ford. Well, now I've got a car that's mine alone, that me and the finance company own, a ready-made pile of manufactured grief. And if I ain't out of gas in a pouring rain, I'm a-changing a flat in a hurricane. I once spent 3 days lost on the clover leaf. Well, it ain't just the smoke and the traffic jam that makes me the bitter fool I am, but this four-wheel buggy is $1 me to death. For gas and oils and fluids and grease and wires and tires and antifreeze and them accessories, well, honey, that's something else. Well, you can get stereo tape and a color TV, get a backseat bar and reclining seats, and just pay once a month like you do your rent. Well, I figured it up, and over a period of time, this $4,000 car of mine cost $14,000.99. Well, now, Lord, Mr. Ford, I just wish that you could see what your simple horseless carriage has become. Well, it seems your contribution to man, to say the least, got a little out of hand. Well, Lord, Mr. Ford, what have you done? American father and mother own one whole car and I have another, and I bet that half a car's a trick to drive, don't you? But the thing that amazes me, I guess, is the way we measure a man's success. possessed by the kind of an automobile he can afford to buy. Well, now it's red light, green light, traffic cop. Right turn, no turn, must turn, stop. Get out the credit card, honey, we're out of gas. Well, now all the cars place end to end would reach to the moon and back again. And there'd probably be some poor fool pull out the pass. Well, now how I yearn for the good old days without that carbon dioxide haze hanging over the roar of the interstate. Well, if the Lord that made the moon and the stars would have meant for me, and you'd have cars, he'd have seen that we was all born with a parking space. Lord, Mr. Ford, I just wish that you could see what your simple horseless carriage has become. Well, it seems your contribution to man, to say the least, got a little out of hand. Well, Lord, Mr. Ford, what have you done? Come away with me, Lucille, in my smoking, choking automobile. Well, I quit my job down at the car wash, left my mama a goodbye note. By sundown, I left Kingston with my guitar up under my coat. I hitchhiked all the way down to Memphis, got a room at the YMCA. For the next 3 weeks, I went a haunting them nightclubs looking for a place to play. Well, I thought my picking would set them on fire, but nobody wanted to hire a guitar man. Well, I nearly about starved to death down in Memphis. I run out of money and luck, so I bumped me a ride down to Macon, Georgia on an overloaded poultry truck. I thumbed on down to Panama City, started checking out some of them all-night bars, hoping I could make myself a dollar making music on my guitar. Got the same old story, them all-night peers. There ain't no room around here for a guitar man. We don't need a guitar man, son. So I slept in hobo jungles, bombed 1,000 miles of track, till I found myself in Mobile, Alabama, at a club they called Big Jack's. A little four-piece band was jamming, so I took my guitar and I set in. I showed them what a band would sound like with a swinging little guitar man. Show 'em, son. If you ever take a trip down to the ocean, find yourself down around Mobile, or make it on out to the club called Jackson, you've got a little time to kill. Just follow that crowd of people, you'll wind up out on his dance floor, digging the finest little five-piece group up and down the Gulf of Mexico. And guess who's leading that five-piece band? Why wouldn't you know it's that swinging little guitar man? Yeah, hey. Guitar man. As he rattles his bone, old Parson Brown jumping around like some kind of clown. Old Aunt Jemima, she done passed 103, shouting out full of pep, grab a weenie and help the old self. Well, one-legged Joe jumping around on his sore toe, throw away his crutches, holler, tore his throat to more. All in his hell, hell, the gang's on him for the Alabama Jubilee. Watch it, son. a clown. Old Auntie Mama, she done past 83, shouting out full of pep. Now, Bob, hand me that cigarette, would you? One naked Joe jumping around on his toe. Throw away his crutches, holler, where'd they go? Well, it's hail, hail, the gang's on him for the Alabama Jubilee, son.
Okay, the bean harvest is officially done in 2024. Now I am going to dump the rest of this into the bins, and get the bins switch around so we can get on corn. Okay, the beans are in the bin, time to get on corn harvest. Also, the bins have been switched around so I am getting these wagons pulled up. Then I am going to get the combine. Got the combine. I am going to drop the bean head by the barn and now get the corn head on, and switch everything to corn. Also, since you guys made it this far in today's video, consider liking and subscribing, since our goals is 150 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you. Okay, done. I'm going to do a test path and see how everything is. Looks like we are not losing any corn. Time to get to harvest. Talk to you guys in a bit.
Yeah, here comes Amos. Now Amos Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligator for a living. He just knock him in the head with a stump. The Louisiana law gon' get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Now everybody blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him for alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. Alligator bait in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana, lived a man called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. Yeah. Now all the folks around South Louisiana said Amos was a hell of a man. He could trap the biggest, the meanest alligator and just use one hand. That's all he got left, called alligator bit it. Left arm gone clean up to the elbow. Well, the sheriff got wind that Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he snuck in the swamp, gonna get the boy, but he never come out again. Well, I wonder where the Louisiana sheriff went to. Well, you can sure get lost in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana, lived a cat called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. Sit down on him, Amos. Make it count, son. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana. You took all the rambling out of me, girl, with the finest loving I ever done seen. Now all I wanna do is sit home and play my little guitar and sing songs about all the places that I've seen. Your country loving and your country cooking done blown my mind and set me free. You took away all my urge to roam. All I wanna do is just hang around home, 'cause you took all the rambling out of me. Now I wound up down here in Monroe. It's something I'm never gonna figure out, it's true. But your sweet love settled me down, made me quit all my rambling round. Now all I wanna do is sit home and go with you. Last night I heard a freight train through my window, and I couldn't help thinking that I heard that whistle scream. Now that old lonesome sound don't make me itch and wanna move around, because you took all the rambling out of me. Yeah. You took all the rambling out of me, girl, with the finest loving I've ever done seen. Now all I wanna do is sit home and play my little guitar and sing songs about all the places that I've seen. Your country loving and your country cooking done blown my mind and set me free. You took away all my urge to roam. Now all I wanna do is just hang around home, 'cause you took all the rambling out of me. One more time, sing it, son. You took all the rambling out of me, girl, with the finest loving I ever seen. Well, the bill Jackson went to Pole Dud to join the Uptown Poker Club. And he cursed the day he ever told anybody he joined. Cause each money used to go like it had wings. When he had queens, somebody else had kings. And every night he'd just sit there donating all his coin. He'd say, boys, now I'm gonna play it right tonight. I'm gonna watch them cards and I'm gonna play them tight. And then when I come in there, son, my hand's gonna be a peach. Well, he played them tight, but after a while he done lost himself a considerable pile. So he got mad, he stood up and he made this little speech. Now, boys, you see this razor? Well, I had it sharp just today. Now, I'm coming in here with my rules that everybody gonna follow when they play. Now, you, Clyde, you keep your hands on top of the table when you're dealing, please. Quit taking them little wild cards and sticking them down there between your knees. And Jesse, quit making all them funny signs like you trying to tip off your hand. You gotta talk to me in American, son, American, so I can understand. And Leroy, quit taking them off at the bottom. Oh, that's rough. Just take 5 off the top, then stop. That's enough. And pass me them cards, son. Let me cut on them things every time before you do. I like to handle them things, boy. I like to see. Cause I got news for you, lad. You ain't playing this game according to that fella Harley. No. Tonight you playing this game according to me. Well, they're sitting around the table in that there game. It just happened to be this old one-eyed man. And Bill kept watching him out the corner of his eye. This old one-eyed cat, he'd been dealing kind of funny. He done took a whole bunch of Big Bill's money. So Bill rose up and he looked around the room and with a sigh he said, said it's awful shame. I said, there's somebody cheating in this here game. Said, of course it ain't gonna do for me to stand up here and mention the guy. So I'll refrain from calling that party's name, but you let me catch him cheating just once again, and I'm gonna take my fist and I'm gonna close that other eye. Now, you see this razor? Well, I had it sharp just today. Now I'm coming in here with my rules that everybody must follow when they play. Now, Clyde, you keep them bony hands up here on top of the table when you dealing, please. Don't go taking them little wildies and sticking them off down there between your knees. And Jesse, could I making all them monkey signs you still trying to tip off your hand? You better talk to me in American, big A, so I can understand. And Leroy, quit taking them off the bottom of the deck, son. I tell you, that's rough. This is an army game, son. Take 5 and off. That's enough. And pass me them pasteboards over here. Let me cut them things every time before you deal. Cause I like to delve in there, son. I got to see. But I got news for you, boys. You ain't playing this game according to that fella Harley. Tonight, you playing this game according to me. Now then, seeing as how you all know that I didn't ride in here on a head of cabbage, Henry, if you'll break out another deck of them bicycles, me and the boys will get on with the business. But keep your eye on that fella wearing the patch. He holds them cards kind of funny. If he ain't careful, somebody around this table is liable to jack his jaw. Son, I feel like my luck just changed. Woman, I can tell what's on your mind, 'cause I can see the love light shine. You want me to settle down and quit all my rambling around. But woman, this heart of mine just loves one day at a time. Tomorrow's a brand new song and I might be moving it on. So baby, let's just sing our song while we're together. And let's don't look no farther than today. Love me tonight, just hold on tight and be my woman. And don't let what we're feeling slip away. Baby, you know that I ain't the kind who can settle down and walk on the line. And tomorrow I might be gone, so baby, let's sing our song. Listen, people, let me tell you some news. I sing a song called the Crude Oil Blues. We're low on heat and on, we're low on gas. And I'm so cold I'm about to freeze myself. We got the crude oil blues. Lord, the wintertime so getting cold to the bottom of my shoes. Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak, but it ain't because of love, it's from the lack of heat. I got the crude oil blues. I'm gonna tell you a story about this drunk I knew. He kept his basement full of homemade brew, but the winter got so bad it screwed up the boys' thinking. He got so cold he had to burn all his drinking. He's got the crude oil blues. He said the winter time can sure get cold to the bottom of your shoes. He said burning this booze just destroys my soul, but there's one thing about it, honey, when you're cold, you're cold. I got the crude oil blues. Oh, back up, son, let me generate a little heat. All right. Oh, juke it, son. Yeah. Well, when we made this record, there was a little bit of doubt whether or not the thing was ever going to come out. I said, hey, Chief, you reckon this record will be released? He said, son, we ain't even got enough oil to keep the presses greased. We got the crude oil blues. And son, if we can't make a record, then we don't need you. I said, well, what am I going to do if I can't sing and pick? He said, well, just keep yourself warm playing all them hard licks. We got the crude oil blues. Don't forget to bring in the brass monkey. And remember what Albert Weinstein said, that cooling is conducive to cuddling. Honey, I love you, but pass the duck down. Hey, I read a sign on the pump at my favorite gas station yesterday and said, he who expected nothing ain't gonna be deceived. Well, if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be Texas bound and a flying. I got my tin in the wind, let it all hang out again. 'Cause how you gonna win if you ain't trying? Well, now we're all back together, and we're burning up the road. And that old sheriff's out there dogging us again. He thinks he's really got it cooking, plans to do a lot of booking. The only trouble, he keeps looking where we've already been. So if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be Texas bound and I'm flying. Texas bound and a flying. I got my tin in the wind, let it all hang out again. 'Cause how you gonna win if you ain't trying? Now Smokey and the Bandit is a tale you don't forget. 'Cause every time you hear an engine scream and whine, well, you'll have to think about old Bandit, old Buford, Frog, and Fred and Snowman. Their story is a legend that will live on in time. So if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be Texas bound and a flying. Right on the bend of Daddy Ball River where the water washed away the bridge. Cottonmouth country, a river rat knee high. Way up around the back border lived a man that the river folks talked about. They said you better stay away from a Coco Joe, 'cause he's crazy no account. Coco Joe, they called him Daddy Ball River swamp rat, and folks despised him. Coco Joe, he was an awfully peculiar man. Was his only friend, and the folks didn't understand the man Coco Joe. He'd monkey meat and mashed potatoes. He drunk a brew called a Mojo Cloud that had made out of roots from old dead stumps on the banks of Daddy Ball. Made him more a little funny. It made his breath smell funky. Well, he never come across the river, 'cause the folks didn't like him in town. They said his hair was long, his clothes were dirty. They didn't want him hanging around. Coco Joe, they called him Daddy Ball River swamp rat, and folks despised him. Coco Joe, he was an awfully peculiar man. The river was his only friend, and the folks didn't understand the man Coco Joe. Well, it happened a year ago Sunday, and they still talk about it today. How the down broke loose on Eddie Ball River, nearly washing everybody away. On the river water rise, washing up all the bushes. Well, the headlines read how mother said my son would have lost his life, but he was pulled from the mud in the Eddie Ball River by the man y'all all despise. Coco Joe, they called him the Eddie Ball River swamp rat, and folks despised him. Coco Joe, so be careful what you say, my friend, about folks you don't understand. Someday you might need a man like Coco Joe. about the legend of Jesse James and John Henry, just to mention some names. Well, there's a truck driving legend in the South today, a man called Bandit from Atlanta, GA.
Okay, the harvest is officially done for 2024. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let's see if we can reach our goal for 150 subs by then end of the year. See ya.